Hi, Wubby. In case you ever get tired of us constantly screaming Minecraft tips at you over TTS, I decided to put them all together into a quick Minecraft beginner's guide that you can watch. There's timestamps and chapters to skip to what you need, and there's nothing here that'll spoil anything you haven't seen. Alright, starting off simple. Left click picks items up and down, whereas dragging distributes them evenly. If you double click an item, up to a stack will return to your hand. With your right click, you can pick up half the items in a stack, and dragging places only one item per space. Shift click moves full stacks of items between inventories, meaning you never have to drag again. The inventory menu lets you shift click items between your backpack and your hotbar, whereas armor and shields are equipped automatically, allowing for quick switches during combat. Same goes for a chest, with shift-clicked items combining with other stacks first before filling empty spaces, keeping things neat. Double shift-clicking moves all that type of item to and from a chest, but you have to be holding an item in your hand first to do so. Furnaces will put shift-clicked items in the correct spots to cook, but you can just use the recipe book. Speaking of which, shift-clicking a recipe in the crafting tab will prepare as many ingredients it evenly can, and shift-clicking the result crafts them all. Outside the inventory, right-clicking with your tools will serve to build paths or strip logs of their bark, whereas the middle click will eyedrop any block you're looking at. This also works for crops. The F key switches items between your main and offhand. Q drops one item, and crouching Q drops them all. Crouching will stop you from falling off edges and let you place blocks on top of blocks you interact with. And jumping while running will make you run faster than just holding shift. For the function keys, F1 removes your HUD, allowing you to take nice pictures with F2, which is saved here. F3 is the debug and chords, which your pretty decent sense of directions doesn't actually really need. And the F5 key changes perspective, again, for cool photos. The recipe button switches between all items and only ones you can craft. Try keeping it to only craftable items to save on searching. Your recipe book can also filter by category with the tabs Tools and Equipment, Building Blocks, Food and Decoration, and Redstone. Your furnace also filters between food, blocks, and ore. And speaking of slabs, stairs, and signs, and trapdoors, change where they're placed based on where you're looking when placing them. Stairs can interact with each other, changing their overall shape, which can be used to great effect. Signs can be put on top of other signs, allowing for paintings to stretch across them, creating hidden entrances behind them. Most partial blocks can get waterlogged, allowing water to fill its place. Except for some blocks, like doors, beds, and, yes, trapdoors.
Is this made out of chocolate?
If you're underwater, blocks will break slower, but planting your feet on the ground will help you break it slightly faster. Water can flow from its source a total of 8 blocks, unless it falls and keeps going. If 2 source blocks are spaced one apart from each other, they'll create an infinite source in the middle, allowing you to place water to your heart's content. Lava doesn't do this, however, and will only move 4 blocks in total. But lava has other uses, like a way to destroy items, or a fuel. Lava can be used to smelt 100 blocks in a furnace, whereas a single piece of coal or charcoal can do 8 blocks. Dried kelp blocks can smelt 20 items, but chat will be screaming to you about those later, so don't worry. Some blocks can interact with redstone, which you can find through the What system? Ooh, I'm so sorry. It was the recipe book categorical tab system. Better luck next time. Blocks can give and/or receive a redstone signal from other blocks, with pressure plates being widely used for automatic doorways. Try experimenting with these and all the other blocks in the game, just to see what they can do when you put them together. Fences and walls have a hitbox that are too tall for anything to hop over. But place a carpet on top, and only you can jump over them, making animal pens and farms easy. And one source of water can irrigate 4 blocks around it, making a 9x9 square farmable with a single source of water. You can also cover the source to make sure items or you don't fall into it. A half slab will get waterlogged if placed, allowing a farm to still work even if it's completely covered. But this is only for crops that require tilled soil. Things like sugarcane require dirt or sand with a water source directly touching it. The best crops to be growing for food, however, are wheat, carrots, and
potatoes.
While potatoes are cooked in a furnace, wheat and carrots are crafted. Carrots and gold nuggets make golden carrots, and wheat can make bread. Sugarcane makes sugar for cake and cookies, as well as paper for books and maps. Here are all the max growths for each crop. Wheat becomes golden yellow, whereas carrots and potatoes pop up 2 pixels out of the ground. Wheat and its seeds are also very useful for breeding animals, like cows, sheep, and chickens. Pigs need carrots to breed, but they're far more useful for riding than eating. Sheep can be sheared for their wool without killing them, and have to eat grass in order to get their coats back. Fun fact, child animals will remember their parents and stay around them for protection. But it's never enough. Axes will do more damage per swing, but are fairly slow, whereas swords can slash, killing multiple enemies at once. If you hit an enemy while falling, you'll perform a critical hit. You can tell you've done so when particles start flying out of them. Whereas if you sprint at an enemy, the hit will apply more knockback. This is especially useful against creepers. Try using this combined with backing up to ensure that they never explode. Also, please fill your creeper holes, man, they're starting to look really ugly. Food not only fills your hunger bar, but will also give you saturation, which is the main way you heal health in the game. Which means even if you're not that hungry, it's still a good idea to eat. Chests can't be opened with a solid block above them, but things like stairs, slabs, and other chests are fine. This allows you to create large and labeled storage walls, with chests that are specialized to each item. If you also use the right-click and drag trick, you can make pre-placed slots for your items to be shift-clicked into, making organizing storage a breeze. So really, your crammed and disorganized storage is just on you. Doors, which can't get waterlogged, can be used to breathe and mine underwater. Try keeping some doors, crafting tables, and other essentials every time you go exploring. And speaking of things you do and don't take... Wubby, your parkour skills aren't that bad. Your fast footwork and constant close calls show that you can handle even the most tryptophobic geological death pits of the basalt wastes. And there's nothing at all wrong with trusting in your own feet until... The Nether is spicy. Don't take what you don't want to lose. You see this stuff? This is called netherrack. It mines fast, and the Nether's full of it. It holds the unique property of being able to stay on fire forever, which is fine for fireplaces, but not much else. Try using it to bridge across difficult terrain. There's nothing wrong with going slow. Whereas for the larger gaps like lava pits, putting rails on the side will help keep you safe from falling off. And the height of the rails will also keep you safe from hoglins. Alongside the hoglins live piglins. Piglins love one thing: gold and anyone who wears it. To stay on their good side, have a chest with some gold armor next to your portal to swap in and out of whenever you go through. And as you explore this new and hostile dimension, look out for another fortress. I won't spoil what it is, but it's only fair that you know your goal, which is to steal a smoldering ember from the furnace of hell, or burn. Oh, also, if you crouch on a magma block, you don't take any damage. So... Well, yeah, that's it. Love the streams, Wub. Hope you keep playing. By the way, the Fae is called Spud, and I refuse to believe anything else. If you want to watch more of me, too bad I don't have anything else. Okay, bye.